If you've been sending out your resume to dozens of jobs and hearing nothing but silence, stop for a second. Take a breath. I need to tell you something hard to hear, but it's the truth you need right now. The problem isn't you, and it's likely not your experience. The problem is that you're playing a game where the rules were changed while you weren't looking. Applications have surged by 31%, but actual hiring, that's only grown by 1%. It's a massive bottleneck. Recruiters today spend an average of only 7.4 seconds on that initial scan. 7 seconds, that's barely enough time to read your name and last job title. But it gets tougher. 75% of resumes are rejected by automated tracking systems before a human sees them. 19% of hiring managers use AI to disqualify candidates before a human even blinks. If you're spending weeks perfecting a traditional document, you're essentially crafting a letter to a robot program to find a reason to say no. In this market, good is invisible. If the traditional resume is dead, what are the candidates who get interviews doing differently? Let's talk about it. I've spent 15 years in this industry, and the credential era is fading. We're entering the era of the workflow architect. It's a shift from where did you go to school to what can you actually build. Skills-based assessments are now 5 times more predictive of job performance than a traditional degree. That's why companies like Google and IBM are stripping away degree requirements for half their roles. They realize the diploma tells them what you did 4 years ago, but your skills tell them what you can do tomorrow. One specific skill is becoming the ultimate gatekeeper. 66% of business leaders say they won't consider a candidate who lacks AI literacy, but they aren't looking for prompt engineers. They're looking for AI orchestrators, people who don't just use a tool but build a system around it. 80% of hiring managers prioritize this ability to orchestrate workflows over traditional technical certifications. Stop trying to prove you're a better worker. Start proving you're a better architect. When managers look for orchestration, your resume needs to show the machine you built, not just the tasks you performed. Let's get practical. Sarah was a marketing manager stuck sending a traditional CV and getting ghosted. We changed one thing. Instead of listing responsibilities, we showed her results through a 300% ROI dashboard. She provided a link to a live proof of work project and landed a new role with a $45,000 raise. Here's a before and after you can use right now. A weak bullet point says responsible for managing team projects. It's passive and boring. The Workflow Architect version led 4 cross-functional projects using AI automation, reducing delivery time by 30% and saving the company $200,000 annually. Do you see the difference? One is a chore list. The other is a business case. When they ask, "Tell me about yourself," don't start with your degree. Try this. I solve high-cost scaling problems for tech companies by architecting AI-driven workflows. Most recently, I took a manual reporting process that took 20 hours a week and automated it down to 15 minutes. A resume says you were there. A workflow says you delivered in 2026. Candidates showing these orchestration skills are commanding wage premiums of up to 56%. I hear this all the time. I don't have the experience they're asking for. But there is a critical AI talent gap. 75% of recruiters are desperate for people who actually understand how to implement these new tools beyond basic prompting. This is your opening. The average job search has stretched to over 6 months. It's exhausting, but you can bypass that cycle by focusing on risk mitigation. When a company hires you, they are taking a risk. If you have a senior title, that risk feels lower. If you don't, you have to lower that risk yourself by providing proof of work. 99% of Fortune 500 companies use AI-enhanced systems to rank you. If you play the years of experience game against someone with 20 years in the field, you lose on paper. But if you play the problem-solving game, showing that you can fill that 75% talent gap, you become the obvious choice. Remember, adaptability is the new tenure. LinkedIn's VP recently said that by 2030, adaptability will be the single most important skill on any resume. Mastering a new workflow in the last 6 months carries more weight than a degree earned 10 years ago. I want to give you a 24-hour challenge, the portfolio sprint. Step 1, open your resume. Delete every responsibility bullet point that isn't a measurable result. If you can't prove it, it's just noise to a recruiter. Step 2, build 3 small projects. Use the pain point plus workflow plus outcome formula. Don't just tell me you know AI. Show me a script you wrote or a workflow you built to automate your emails. Step 3, target the high-growth brackets. Roles involving AI orchestration are commanding salaries between $170,000 and $300,000. 71% of leaders say they would rather hire a less experienced candidate who has these skills than a veteran who doesn't. Let that number sit for a second, 71%. The door is wide open for you to be the junior or mid-level hire who beats the veteran. The market isn't crowded for people who prove they solve problems. It's only crowded for people trying to prove they're qualified based on old rules. This isn't easy, but the people who figure this out are getting the callbacks and the raises. Go from being an applicant to being the obvious solution. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one.